You've been through pain that nearly broke you, a loss that gutted you, a failure that destroyed your confidence, a betrayal that shattered your trust, pain that didn't just hurt, pain that changed you. And you probably asked, why is this happening to me? But the Stoics would ask a different question. What is this making me become? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Today, I'm going to show you why the Stoics believed suffering isn't something to avoid. It's something to use, not because they were masochists, because they understood a truth modern culture has forgotten. Strength isn't given. It is earned, slowly, painfully, deliberately. It's forged through fire. Part 1. The Comfort Delusion. Here's what modern society tells you. Avoid pain. Eliminate discomfort. Optimize for ease. Take the pill. Skip the struggle. Hack your way to happiness. And if you suffer, something's wrong. You failed. Life is unfair. You're told that suffering is a mistake, an error in the system. But the Stoics saw suffering completely differently. They didn't see it as a malfunction. They saw it as a feature. Epictetus, who spent years as a slave with a crippled leg, told his students, "Difficulties are things that show what men are, not what breaks you, what shows you, what reveals your character when no one is watching." Think about it. You never discover your courage in comfort. You discover it when you're terrified and act anyway. You never build resilience in easy times. You build it when life crushes you and you get back up. You never find your strength when everything goes your way. You find it when everything goes wrong and you refuse to quit. Comfort hides your limits. Suffering exposes them and then expands them. The Stoics understood something radical. Suffering is the only path to certain virtues. You cannot develop patience without frustration. You cannot develop courage without fear. You cannot develop resilience without adversity. You cannot develop wisdom without mistakes. These qualities don't exist in a vacuum. They're forged in the exact situations you're trying to avoid. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire through plague, war, betrayal, and the death of most of his children. A man with absolute power, yet almost no control over fate. He could have cursed his fate. Instead, he wrote, "Our actions may be impeded, but there can be no impeding our intentions or dispositions, because we can accommodate and adapt. The mind adapts and converts to the obstacle to our acting." He used his suffering as raw material for greatness, not by escaping it, but by shaping himself inside it. Part 2. The Stoic Reframe. So how did the Stoics actually view suffering? Not as punishment, as training, not as cruelty, as conditioning. The Stoic philosophy of adversity. They believed the universe isn't against you, it's training you. Seneca wrote to his friend, "God does not make a spoiled pet of a good man. He tests him, hardens him, and fits him for his own service." Whether you believe in God or not, the principle remains. Life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Every hardship carries a lesson. Every delay carries discipline. Every loss carries transformation. Every obstacle is curriculum. Every hardship is education. Every setback is preparation. But preparation for what? For becoming the person capable of handling what comes next. Because life does not give advanced responsibilities to untrained minds. The Stoic practice, amor fati, love of fate, not just accepting what happens, loving what happens. Marcus Aurelius wrote, A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. The fire doesn't reject the wood. It transforms it into light. You are that fire. Suffering is the fuel. And what you become in response to it, that's the flame. Some people burn, some people illuminate. The difference is not the fire, it's the response. But here's the critical distinction. The Stoics weren't saying suffering is good. They were saying, since suffering is inevitable, learn to use it. You will lose people you love. You will fail at things that matter. You will face injustice, betrayal, and pain. That's not a maybe. That's a guarantee. So the question isn't, how do I avoid suffering? The question is, how do I use suffering to become stronger? Epictetus taught, don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whichever way they happen. This is the path to peace. Not because you're passive, because you're practical. Fighting reality wastes energy. Using reality builds power. Reality always wins. Wisdom learns how to cooperate with it. Part 3, how to actually use suffering. So how do you actually do this? How do you turn pain into power? The Stoics gave us specific practices. Practice 1, reframe the narrative. When something terrible happens, you tell yourself a story about it. This is the worst thing that could happen. I'll never recover from this. Life is unfair. The Stoics would interrupt that story and ask, what if this is exactly what I needed? Not to gaslight yourself, but to open a different possibility. Marcus Aurelius practiced this constantly. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. The event is neutral. Your interpretation creates the meaning. Example, you get fired. Story 1. I'm a failure. My career is over. Stoic reframe. I'm being redirected. This job wasn't my path. What's the opportunity here? You get betrayed. Story 1. I can't trust anyone. People are terrible. Stoic reframe. I learned who someone really is. That's valuable information. I'm now wiser. You lose someone. Story 1. Life is cruel. This is unbearable. Stoic reframe. I was lucky to have them at all. Their loss will deepen my capacity for love. The pain is real, but the meaning is chosen. Pain is unavoidable. Bitterness is optional. Practice 2. Find the hidden advantage. The Stoics believed every obstacle contains a hidden advantage. Seneca wrote, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. When you face adversity, ask, what's the gift buried in this? Lost your job? Now you have time to find your real calling. Relationship ended. Now you can discover who you are alone. Failed publicly. Now you're free from the fear of failure. Got sick. Now you appreciate health like never before. This isn't toxic positivity. It's tactical optimism. You're not pretending it doesn't hurt. You're refusing to let it only hurt. You extract value from pain the way alchemists extract gold from stone. Practice 3. Voluntary discomfort. The Stoics didn't wait for suffering to arrive. They practiced it voluntarily. Seneca would sleep on a hard floor, fast for days, wear cheap clothes. Why? To prove to himself, I can handle this. Discomfort won't break me. Marcus Aurelius, despite being emperor, lived simply. He wrote, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When you voluntarily embrace small discomforts, mandatory suffering becomes manageable. Modern applications: take cold showers, do hard workouts, have difficult conversations, fast occasionally. Not to punish yourself, to train yourself, to prove I can do hard things. I am stronger than my circumstances. The mind that practices hardship does not panic when hardship arrives. Practice 4. The view from above. When you're in the middle of suffering, it feels infinite. The Stoics practiced zooming out. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." Imagine looking back at this moment from your deathbed. Will it still seem unbearable? Or will it be one chapter in a larger story? Will you regret how it felt? Or be proud of how you responded? Suffering shrinks when you see it from a distance. Perspective turns pressure into proportion. Practice 5. Use it as fuel. Don't just endure suffering, channel it into better work, into deeper compassion, into clearer purpose. Every great achievement has suffering as its foundation. The artist who creates from heartbreak, the entrepreneur who builds from failure, the athlete who trains through pain. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Your pain is payment. What are you buying with it? Growth, wisdom, discipline, or resentment? Part 4. The transformation. Here's what the Stoics discovered. The person who avoids suffering stays weak. The person who endures suffering stays the same. The person who uses suffering becomes unstoppable. Marcus Aurelius faced more hardship than most people can imagine. Yet he's remembered not for what happened to him, but for how he responded. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The strongest people you know aren't those who avoided pain. They're those who walked through fire and came out forged. Epictetus, crippled by his master, became one of history's greatest philosophers. Viktor Frankl survived Nazi concentration camps and created logotherapy. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison and emerged to lead a nation, not despite their suffering. Because of it, they used what broke them to build something unbreakable. And you can too. Your pain does not disqualify you. It initiates you. So, here's your practice. The next time suffering arrives, and it will, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this teaching me? What is this making me become?" The Stoics would tell you, suffering is the price of consciousness. Pain is the cost of caring. Adversity is the tuition for wisdom. You can't opt out, but you can choose what you become because of it. Seneca's final wisdom: a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Your suffering isn't proof that life is against you. It's proof that you're being prepared for something that requires strength. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom that transforms pain into power. Remember, you are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become because of it. Now ask yourself, what will you forge from your fire?